Name of the game is Mr. Ugly. Find out which one of you Mr. Ugly has taken as the host and you'll win. Start the game 1 hour before midnight and you need 3 friends to play. And in front of the mirror, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and 1 in the middle. Mr. Ugly, which one of us will you take? Mr. Ugly has now possessed one of your friends. Find out which one it is. Mr. Ugly can't laugh, so each friend must tell a joke. Mr. Ugly can't love. Each friend must tell each other they love them. Doesn't like water. Each friend point at Mr. Ugly. Once you find out who he's hosting, host will become free of the spirit. Everybody make a wish in the mirror. Here to join the live stream?
First games you should never play. Part 20. Summoning Shizuku, or the attic game. To begin, pick a room near the attic, and prepare 2 paper dolls. Wait until dark and go into this room with all the lights off. On one of the paper dolls, write your full name, and on the other one, write the name Shizuku Matsuyama. There's no way I'm saying that right. We'll go with it. Place the doll with your name and a cup of water, and place the doll with Shizuko's name in the attic. Leave it alone and return to your room. Make sure the room is quiet and start saying the phrase, "I came to pick up Shizuko." Keep saying this until she comes. I have no idea who this person is, so they could wreak havoc in your home, so they might not leave. First games you should never play. Part 19. The Guardian game. To start this game, you will get a red marker, lipstick, or blood to write your date of birth on a mirror. Then place this mirror in the middle of a room, facing the door. Now draw a circle of salt around this mirror, and say the words, "I seek the one who watches over me." Leave the room turning off the lights and wait till midnight. Once midnight hits, turn off all the lights in your house. Walk around with a flashlight and find all the other mirrors in your home, except for the one you prepared. Now go back into your prepared room with all the lights off. Break a part of the salt circle and step into the circle. Now draw another salt circle around the mirror and place a match behind it. Now look into the mirror, and if you see anyone behind you or hear voices, that's all a part of the game. This just means your guardian is there. Ask your guardian its name, and now you can start talking to it. But just make sure you don't ask questions about your death or anyone else's death.
Scariest games you should never play. Scary Granny Contact Game. Many people have said this game collects information on you and can track your location. In the app there is 3 buttons you can click: text, call, or video call. If you press text, it will make you speak to a bot that always says the same things, but it will collect any of the information you text Granny. If you press video call, it will play a video from the game Granny, but it will record your face and randomly turn on your camera and watch you when you're not in the app. If you press call, it will only record audio from your microphone, but it will also record you at random times. If you download the app, it will start tracking location instantly when you first open it, and it will not stop tracking you. Many people say that the creators of this game are creepy old men, and that they have very bad intentions.
First video games you should never play. Part 1. Pokemon Red and Green. In the original release in the 1996 version in Japan, before being internationally announced, when entering Lavender Town in the Pokemon game, the music seems pretty eerie. So eerie that the game had to be recalled, because people were getting negative thoughts, and also getting chronic headaches. Don't forget to like and follow for a Part 2. First games you should never play. Part 5. It Follows. Playing and winning this game will grant you 1 wish, which could be pretty huge for most. To start the game, you're going to need to summon the creature called the Hide Behind. Be careful, this creature is known for the ability to be able to hide in plain sight without being seen. To start this ritual is pretty easy. You're gonna need 1 white candle, a bag of salt, and a room with at least 1 window in it. You can start this ritual at 11:55 p.m. No earlier, no later. Place salt on the windowsill, now walk into the middle of the room with the candle lit, repeating the phrase, "Hide behind, are you there?" After saying this a few times, place the candle in the middle of the room and walk out. Now return to the room at 12 midnight. If it looks like the salt on the windowsill has been messed with, and if the candle is blown out, that means the Hide Behind is in the room. At this point, the game has started. You now have 24 hours to spot and call out exactly where you think the Hide Behind is. Unfortunately, if you do not find it within that 24 hours, the Hide Behind will then unalive you, ending the game and of course you. Don't forget to like and follow if you enjoy the series and want to see more.
Okay TikTok, we're back with another scary game. This one is called Charlotte's Web. If you hate playing paranormal games by yourself, then this one's probably the one for you because it requires 2 players, so go and grab a bestie. So I'm sure we've all watched Charlotte's Web, the movie, or read the books, but this game is not as wholesome. In the game, you will be calling to the spirit of a little girl named Charlotte Webster from the 1400s whose mother was accused of being a witch and burned at the stake. Charlotte saw this happen but managed to escape into the woods. Because she was so young, she had no means of surviving and actually died in the woods, and then her body was picked apart by wild animals that came by. So essentially, this game is more of a ritual that allows you just to speak to the spirit of Charlotte. So how the game goes, the two players enter a dark room with a large mirror. You must bring a flashlight and a children's toy. You set up 2 chairs in front of the mirror and then a table behind you. You place the toy on the table and you make sure that you can see its reflection in the mirror. You both take your seats and make sure that there's no light coming from within the room apart from your flashlight. And then you say, "We want to play Charlotte's Web" in unison. Charlotte is then meant to appear in the mirror and take the toy. And this is when you're able to converse with her and basically just have a good old chat. Once you finish playing, you say "Goodbye Charlotte" again in unison, and that ends the game. So I guess this game is sort of like a different form of a Ouija board. Some who have tried this game claim that Charlotte can be really nice, especially if you're on her good side and she likes the toy that you offer. Don't try to play this game if your motive is to annoy Charlotte, because some say that Charlotte throwing a tantrum is the last thing you would ever want to see.
First games you should never play. Part 14, the Dry Bones game. This game could get you anything you can dream of, but you're putting yourself at risk for losing your mind, being killed, or worse. To prepare, close all the doors and windows in your house, and then turn off all the lights. Begin at exactly 12:01. Go into your bathroom and look into the mirror. Make sure everything is silent. If you hear anything, he is already there. Think of something you want. This will be your prize if you win. Strike a match and wait for it to burn out on its own. If it lasts more than 15 seconds, you may continue. Lie down on the floor and recite these words. "I am aware of your presence and I welcome you into my home." Go into the biggest room in your house and wait. To know that the game is officially started, you will hear a moan. If you hear anything else, abort. Once you hear this, run to your hiding spot and stay there, but remain completely silent. Remain in this place until 3 a.m. Once this time comes, go back to the biggest room in your house and say thank you for playing, but you must leave now, you are no longer welcome. If you did this right, you will hear another groan signifying that you won, and your prize will be at the door. First games you should never play. Part 7, the Midnight Man game. This was an old pagan ritual that was made to punish people that disobeyed the gods. To play this game, you'll need to write your full name on a piece of paper, prick your finger, and put a drop of blood on that same piece of paper. Now turn off every light in your home. Put this paper in front of a wooden door. Now put a candle on top of that paper. Now knock on the door 22 times, with the final strike coming at midnight. Now open the door, blow out the candle, and close the door again, but immediately relight the candle after this. Now for the main event. Begin to move around your house with the lights off still. If your candle goes out, relight it again. But if you can't, that means the Midnight Man is close to you. If you can't relight the candle, put a salt circle around you and remain there until 3:33 a.m. Once you reach this time, the game is over and it's safe to step outside the circle or turn on the lights.